From Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, it's Week 16 of the NFL on EA Sports. Josh Allen and the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on Daniel Jones and the Indianapolis Colts.
We are just across the Allegheny River from downtown Pittsburgh at rain-soaked Heinz Field in the Steel City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Indianapolis Colts and the Pittsburgh Steelers. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we look at this Steeler ball club entering play. They've gone a full half season since their last loss, winners of 8 in a row.
And you don't get on win streaks like this without your defense playing a big role. They've created quite an identity, and I know...
The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. Here's Tate to return. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. Leading them out, the man known as Danny Dimes, their second-year quarterback from Duke, Daniel Jones.
And this could be a whole lot of fun because if his game plan goes into effect early, we're going to see some shots downfield, aren't we? What did he talk to us about? Stretching the field. Wants to open things up for not just his receivers, but for anything underneath.
Well, that was the theme, the front page of the sports section, where the columnists write possible air raid. So we'll see.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how the coaches view that, right? Who gave away the game plan? I think it's pretty obvious, though. That'll help them win.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down.
17 yards. First down, Colts.
Now the first carry for a former Pitt Panther, LaShawn McCoy. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
McCoy, the ball carrier.
The numbers last week for Shady McCoy. 21 carries, 90 yards.
After the last game, they have plenty of reason to be confident in the running game. And even though they're facing a top 10 defense, they're not going to shy away from doing what they do best. Make them adjust to them. Make them stop what they do before they go to any type of a changeup.
It's a gain of 10. And the Colts.
Now a first down carry here for McCoy. No gain on the play there, second down. So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
At the Steelers' 32-yard.
Operating from the gun, Jones. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Tate. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 18. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Throwing, Jones. He'll set up the screen to McCoy. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
A gain of 7. It's second and 8.
Now a draw play. This is McCoy. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
The Steeler defense locked in, forcing an upcoming 4th down.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination.
Steelers, nothing.
Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
So the Steelers offense getting set for their first drive. And they'll be led out by their 3rd-year quarterback from Wyoming. It's Josh Allen.
And his stat line last week, that's not going to get him to the Pro Bowl. All right, no touchdowns, no interceptions, but they won. And so the bottom line for him is team won, managed the game effectively, led them to victory. He's doing all the right things.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 69 yards. Well, that didn't take long. 1 play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
At the 3-yard line.
North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you know, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal. Now it's Carson, and he will maneuver his way down to about the 7.
Carson, the ball.
Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal.
A gain of 1 yard on the play. It's now 3rd.
From the gun, it's Allen. The Colts D sticking to their assignments, and that brings up 4th.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Boswell's kick is good, and that will tie us at 3-3.
3-3.
So a return of serve, so to speak, here on the 2nd drive of our game as they respond to that opening field goal with 3 of their own.
I like that. Going a little tennis on me,
I know you like to mix it up with sports.
They crack a forehand back out and we get a backhand. What was the return on?
It was a backhand.
And
a really good backhand.
It's a nice top spin on the whole thing. I love it. Almost a mirror image when you really get down to it. I thought that was pretty good stuff.
2nd drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. You know, Charles, season winding down. Time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot because I think this team is looking for a new quarterback.
It's complete. He's got Gronk.
Jones pass.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
It'll be a 48-yard punt, 5 there on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
4-yard line.
They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And he'll get this one up to the 26.
Carson on the carry.
Tavon Wilson up to make the tackle. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
The pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Complete to Jerick McKinnon. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Now on 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen. And that is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Tate on the return. Call it an even 40-yard punt. 7, though, on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
Gronkowski. A gain of 9 brings up 3rd down.
They'll try and run for it with McCoy. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
Taken down by
5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Gain on the play. 1st down, Colts.
And they'll keep on the ground with McCoy. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Give the Colts 13 yards and a 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3-and-out.
Now Jones on 1st down. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 40-yard line.
Here's McCoy. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
A loss of 2 yards, and it's 3rd down.
From the gun, Jones. And he fires one, but incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
They'll begin the drive with Carson. And he'll take this one up to about the 13.
The ball carrier.
In on the stop defensively, Raekwon McMillan.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 now. Allen.
Well, he'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
Trying to find Cup, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Kenny Moore. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Dan Bailey now for the extra point. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. And this carries into the end zone, and he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. Here's a handoff to Carson to begin the drive. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Raekwon McMillan.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
On 2nd and 7, Allen. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 10-3 our score after one here on EA Sports. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. He'll get this one to Cup, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
Now, first and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Here's Carson. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Allen looks to throw on 3rd and 1. And able to find Dorsett. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
It's a gain of 8.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
14-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Allen. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Jack Crawford in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
An 8-yard loss on the play. It's now 3rd down.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And they'll get to him short of the first down at about the 16. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 20.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jones. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. The Colts on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8.
Yards to go.
Operating from the gun. Jones. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught.
Jones.
And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
I know that halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The drive starts with a handoff to McKinnon. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31. He'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
They run it with Carson, and he'll be brought down right around the 37.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
7-yard line.
Allen's throw is complete, and he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he'll get it down here to the 43.
Complete.
7 yards the pickup there.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up
On play action, Allen.
At the 43.
This is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. 12 yards there and a first down.
Pittsburgh Steelers. 1st and 10 at the 30.
This is Carson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
It's now
On 3rd down, Carson. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. And now they'll throw with Allen. Oh, incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it there. And it'll be 2nd down.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
To throw again. Allen. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz.
Complete.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
8 of 9.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. On 3rd down, it's Carson. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Now Allen. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Curtis Samuel, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers are going to retake the lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
There's going to be a stoppage here. The booth wants to take another look at this potential touchdown.
Boswell on for the point after.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with him punting the football away. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Credit the sack to the Oregon Duck, DeForest Buckner. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Another try after the first down sack. Jones, quick hitter here, it's complete.
Complete.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he'll get this one across the 20, but only up to about the 21. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Here's Jordan Berry now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. But he'll get this away into the icy winter air. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. From the gun, Allen. Now that'll be caught by Cup. That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
It's 2nd and 8.
Operating from the gun, Allen. He gets this into the hands of Cup once again. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Allen to throw once more. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. And again, it's Allen. Ertz has it left side. And they'll get him to the ground. And he has another 1st down at the Colts 14. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh 1st. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. His pass caught at the 4. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Again, they'll throw with Allen. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Boswell on for the field goal. A 41-yard attempt.
And Boswell's kick is good. And that extends their advantage to 6. It's 16 to 10.
Steelers 16, Colts 10.
So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. The weather might be cold, but the playoff races are heating up here on this final Sunday before Christmas. So let's get to it. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. In the game you're watching, it was Josh Allen who was on target in that first half. He's thrown for over 200 yards already, and his guys have the lead as well. As we get you back to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back?
A big seam, and he might go all the way. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Curtis Samuel. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Now Mike Tomlin says, let's go ahead and go for 2. Allen going to throw. And they don't get it. They tried for the two-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Take over 1st and 10.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep him warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And this shot downfield on 2nd down is brought in. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down. From the gun, Jones. He's got his big tight end, Gronkowski. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 23.
Operating from the gun, Jones. And he's got Gronkowski yet again.
Complete.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's
From the shotgun, it's a give to McCoy. And he will have the 1st down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it's going to yield a new set of downs. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Brings up 2nd.
From the 17, Jones. He's got it complete to Gronkowski. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
And he has the 1st down before he's tackled at the 5. 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Now McCoy. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. And how might this affect him for the playoffs? We'll get a report when we come back. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone...
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. LaShawn McCoy with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Colts have got it back to a 1-score game.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Now Bailey to tack on the extra point. And this is back to a 5-point game. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it ends with a LaShawn McCoy touchdown run. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
Curtis Samuel and the rest of the offense heading back out there now. He's been his typical solid and reliable self, hasn't he, Charles?
When you have that go-to receiver that you can count on in the situation where you absolutely have to have him, there's nothing better for anybody who's throwing the football. But the best part is the payoff. 2 touchdowns already. That's the bottom line when you throw the ball to a guy.
Absolutely. Not over 100 yards right now, but he does have the 2 touchdown catches. On second down now, it's Carson. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back.
Don't do us like that.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. To the air, Allen. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 13, it's a first down. He's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked.
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Avery Jones in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. They'll try the left side. Carson, and there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the gun, it's Allen. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Here comes LaShawn McCoy as he trots back out there now. And he's closing in on that number that all running backs circled beginning of the year, the number 1,000. Could do it on this drive.
And you have to think to yourself that this moment, getting to this spot, it started in the offseason, right? Not just the workouts, right? Not just getting yourself physically prepared to play, but mentally, as well as your team, as well as your unit, head coach, offensive coordinator. We run the football. We give you opportunities. He's taking advantage of it.
And when you get this close to the mark, you just hope things don't tighten up, right? You probably want to get there and get it in your rearview mirror.
You really do, don't you? Because now it becomes predominant, and you wonder about play calling as well. Do you want to call plays to get that out of the way, or are you still calling plays to win the game first? That becomes the burden of the play caller.
2 yards on the pickup.
From the 39, Jones. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete.
Jones pass.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd.
From the gun, Jones. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's McCoy. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
Always important as a defender on 3rd down to keep the play in front of you and make sure you don't give up enough space that they can make a move on you in the open field. Try as he might, he wasn't able to get to the 1st down marker. Excellent defense, good tackle.
So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? But it definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Curtis Samuel and the rest of the offense heading back out there now. He's having a day here in quarter number 3. Over 100 yards, couple touchdowns. Every receiver's hope for when they head into that game in the National Football League.
And his team is loving what he's giving them. Of course, the yardage is terrific, but I think it's what you mentioned, the 2 touchdowns. That's the big one because he's paying off his results downfield.
And still more time here. 3rd quarter, we'll see what else he has in store for us. Now this throw caught left side. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
That's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 2.
On 3rd and short, they'll try option left. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Now this one complete on the slant route. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Allen now on first down. And this is Ertz with it, right side. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. On first down, it's Carson. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Brings up 3rd and 9.
And here's Allen to throw on third down. Looking underneath, and he finds McKinnon. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Here's Jones throwing on first down. Open man, Gronkowski complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Operating from the gun, Jones. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. DeForest Buckner in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. Jones throwing on 3rd and long. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Nick Kwiatkowski able to record his 5th sack of the season. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over. They'll run on first down. Carson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. Now Allen. And down inside the 15 he goes. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try to run with Carson. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Short of the goal line.
Well, no doubt here in the fourth quarter, this is a huge defensive series.
Hey, they can read the scoreboard. They realize if they give up a field goal here, this game might be out of reach. They understand the stakes and are playing accordingly.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
Ball carrier. A 3-yard loss on the play.
That's a nice example of good team defense right there. Ball was snapped at the 1-yard line. They knocked him back and caused a loss. But you notice...
Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Philip Dorsett, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Extra point now by Boswell. And the lead is up to 15 now. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone.
17.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
He's set to go on offense once more. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again, Jones. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down.
Jones now on 3rd down. Over the middle, complete to Tate. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Pittsburgh Steelers.
On the delay, here's Carson. And not a lot of daylight. Not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the Colts.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Allen, a dump down to McKinnon. And down inside the 15 he goes.
That's good for a Pittsburgh Steeler.
This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down if they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up. That'd be the time to do it.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you?
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Chris Carson, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. When you talk about a battle being won in the trenches, that touchdown right there, a lot of credit to the offensive linemen.
Yeah, when you watch them surge across the front, they really created great space for the runner to get in.
Boswell for the extra point. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it was all capped off by the Chris Carson touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Colts take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are, and I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves
Now Jones is hit. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Steelers, and that might just cement it. A return for a late touchdown. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score, and a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower post-game. Extra point now by Boswell. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
From the gun, Jones. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Complete.
A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
A gain of 13 yards. 1st down, Indiana.
Operating from the gun, Jones. Over the middle, complete. It's Tate. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Gain of 10.
10 more there and another 1st down. From the gun, Jones. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Now Jones on 1st and 10. It's brought in left side by Tate. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. Now we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, Jones. It's complete. He's got Gronk. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 24-yard line. From the gun, Jones. He's going to find his running back. It's complete.
Jones pass.
They'll break the huddle, send 3 receivers left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 5.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, on maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on 1st down. They're ahead of the chains now.
A big offensive explosion help leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Steelers, they continue to rack up the victories as this one moves them to 13-2 on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for the Colts, they hit double digits in losses as they fall to 5-10. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against Jacksonville. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Steelers are winners as we say so long from Heinz Field.